Okay, everybody. Welcome to another TJ Pod Live. And oh man, what a Sunday for football we just had, folks. Yep, we're doing another film day breakdown thing here. Yeah, I'm going to get into more stuff this week, though. Don't worry. Heat on Game will be coming back along with some other stuff. I just have been swallowed up in this football season over the past couple of weeks. Wild card weekend, it was all right. Had some interesting matchups. I really was more interested in the Eagles and Bengals games, obviously. But, kind of a bland weekend after a really dramatic end of the season because of adding the extra playoff team and extra season games. So, and we've already had those kind of discussions, but, and went down that rabbit hole. But basically, this was a really dramatic season, and we've had a lot of crazy games. Games that have been coming down to the wire here, and over the past 2 weeks with divisional week and now conference championship week, the NFL has gone completely nuclear at this point. It is just incredibly entertaining. We're seeing some great football here, man. The fans are into it. The teams are into it, and man, can you believe the scenario we have right now? We have a Bengals-Rams Super Bowl, folks. City of Cincinnati is ecstatic right now. Ecstatic? I think is how you say it. Ecstatic? I'm sorry, yeah, there's a C in there. Ecstatic. But anyway, the city of Cincinnati is ecstatic right now. It is just, energy's on another level because people are just so excited. Think about this. Cincinnati has not really had a sports team, of any significance probably since the Reds in 1990 World Series. That's the last, championship we won here in the city. It's been hard, and sorry about that, y'all. I think the stream just had a little hiccup there. But anyway, could Cincinnati be could they be a championship football team? Could this be a championship city? We'll have to find out. But thanks for watching, everybody, and thanks for, tuning in. And, we're going to break down both these games, the AFC and NFC championship game. And, man, drama, to say the least. This has been, an amazing season. Really excited. And I the new rule changes have really paid dividends here. and I don't know if this really has that much to do with the rule changes. I guess it does because we have 2 4 seeds now in the Super Bowl for, I think, the first time ever. But yeah, this is really exciting. I'm really excited. Let's dig into this. We'll dig into both these games. We'll try and go through them, expediently fast. I always say that, and then it takes a while. But hey, watch it as you will. Make sure audio's good. Yep, audio's good. All right. Yeah, I think we're good. All right. All right, let's get into it. This is the AFC Championship game in Kansas City. Drama on all-time high. I talked a lot about this game. I predicted, I think the score was 31-23, I think is what I predicted for this one. I knew it was going to be close. I said it was going to be 24-23, and then the Bengals were going to, score and win the game. And I was not really right, but I was right that the Bengals won. And even so, even with the Bengals winning, it's amazing to me that this even happened. Even though I picked them to win, it's still amazing to me that they won this game. And let's take a look at why they won this game. But with all stories, we must go back to the beginning. First play here. This is first and 10, I think. This is probably, I think, the first drive. Maybe they had gotten... Yeah, this is like one of their first plays. And we got a shotgun here. Kelsey flexed out in this little H-back position. Mahomes. And he gets a little... And they had a really good run game here with Jerick McKinnon. This is going to be concerning. I mean, the thing is, though, is that the Rams don't have the best run game, as we'll get into. But this right here was a huge problem for us. And I wondered why Kansas City abandoned the run in the second half. And we'll get into that more. But they were really effective in running the football against the Bengals in this game. And that was a nice rush from Jerick McKinnon off the bat. Then we got Mahomes shotgun here. Here, let's... Sorry, I'm trying to... Here we go. So you got McKinnon kind of going in motion here. They flaring back here. Bengals are in cover 2 zone here. I'm sorry. They're playing man coverage here. Or no, they're not. I'm out of it. It's hard to see because you can't see where the safeties are. Really. That's what I don't like about the TV angle. I wish they would zoom it out more. Anyway. He ends up dumping it here to the flat anyway. And gets a nice gain. Next one here. Bengals rushing 4 here. Psych rushing 3. And the Bengals rushed 3 a lot in this game. And I don't know why. But they did. And I think the thing is that they just were scared of these receivers, and as they should be. I mean, Tyreek Hill, Mecole Hardman, you got Kelsey. So it's like, I think they were really scared, and they were like, you know what, we didn't get to him the first game, so we're not even going to try this time. Now we're just going to play straight coverage on them. And yeah, I don't love this, to be honest. I don't love them rushing 4 here. I don't. Rushing 3. I apologize. I don't love them rushing 3 here. I don't. I think it's just, you need to fluster Mahomes a little bit more. And when they started putting more pressure on him and sending more blitzes in, that's when, Mahomes started crippling a little bit. But here, they're playing just a nice zone coverage here, it looks like. And then we'll get a nice little completion here to Tyreek Hill. Then a nice rush here from Jerick McKinnon. And that's the thing, man. Giving up way too much here. Way too much. Look at this. I was like, oh, goodness. I was like, this is not... I'm like, we're looking flat here. And we did in the first quarter. I think it was just guys maybe were a little chilly. The nerves of it all being in the AFC Championship game. But, yeah, this was definitely not ideal. And I don't know why Kansas City didn't go to this more. That's really the thing. Andy Reid, I don't know what you're thinking. Here we go. You've got doubles. Bengals are zoning up here. And look at this. All day. All day. Kelsey on the linebacker right below me here. All day. You throw that all day long. Especially when you know the corner is going to sink back. Yep. And that's the thing on a second and short like that. Because that's the thing. I think we were scared they were going to take a stab at the end zone. So you know what? Honestly, like you can give this up, but you don't want to. You don't like this matchup if you're the Bengals. Here we go. Another shotgun formation situation. Oh, that rhymes. And you got Mahomes in the gun. And the Bengals, man, they were just playing a lot of... They're actually manning up Tyreek Hill here, it looks like. If that's who that is. Is that Tyreek Hill? I think that is. Yeah, that's Tyreek Hill. They're manning him up here with what looks like Cheeto. And look at this. DJ Reader could have made this play maybe, but nah. Mahomes gets a nice rush. And this is what I was scared of. This was what I was scared of. Was Mahomes making these kind of plays on his feet, and he gets a great first down rush here. All right, yeah, and that's the stuff that's gonna. I mean, you're not gonna get that stuff from Stafford though. That's something that that the Bengals at least don't have to worry about is a run threat from Stafford out of the pocket. You will not see Matt Stafford make those kind of plays. So that's a good thing. We've gotten over that hump in a sense, because Stafford he will not run for 15, 20 yards like that on just a broken play. He would either make a bad decision or throw it away or get sacked. And that's where I think we can beat them. It's just by, even just having 4-man rushes. I don't think we should ever do the 3-man rush against this team, though, unless we're getting torched by Cooper Kupp. But even then, it's like, uh-oh. But anyway, you've got trips here, and you're pulling your guard and tackle to set up a little trap here. And look at this, man. Just great running from Jerick McKinnon. And I was like, how did they just completely abandon this, especially with the lead in the second half? Here's Tyreek Hill. And this is just, doing what you can there. That's not terrible from Eli Apple. Who, has been getting trolled a lot, I think, on the internet, even though I don't think he's been as bad as many people are saying. I mean, is Eli Apple, the best cornerback in the league? No. But he makes best quarterback of the league type plays. That's the thing. He's made them in this playoffs. And no, he hasn't been consistently the best, but he's made plays that the best players would make. He's made fantastic plays in this, and as we'll see, including in this game. But of course, the breakup last week against Tennessee, it'd be even, as we'll see in this game. But here's a play action, Mahomes. I mean, they were just torching our zone coverage. But you can let them have these passes as long as you make the play. And we were doing that in the first half. But Mahomes here just making a great play on his feet and finding Tyreek Hill in the back of the end zone. And I was like, man, that's tough. Anyway, Bengals possession. And they came out, obviously, in man coverage. They played a lot of man coverage, and they paid the dividends for that. But look at Joe Burrow here, man. Oh, my goodness. And, yeah, I mean, there's nothing here in terms of what they're trying to do. So Joe starts feeling the pressure here. 73 gets beat, looks like. Looks like 73 gets beat here. I mean, he does just enough. I mean, that's not... I mean, he should be, right here, though, man. You got to seal this off a little bit better. I mean, just reaching an arm out like that. I mean, that's kind of the bare minimum. But, hey, he does just enough. So I'm not going to give him too much stuff. Joe Burrow, though, here. And for the record, the offensive line did significantly better in this game. But Joe Burrow, man, the plays he was able to make on his feet here. I mean, and I was scared of these kind of plays last week in the Titans game because he took a bad hit in that game trying to make one of these plays. But that's exactly what you do. When you see real estate like this, and you're like, hey, it's 3rd and 5. Oh, why don't I just go get it myself? It's great stuff. That's what great quarterbacks do, man. And you don't have to, and that's not forcing the run there. The pocket was collapsing. It was. He was running out of time. There was good coverage downfield. And when that happens, you got to make something happen or get rid of it. But on a 3rd and 5, you got to make the play. Anyway, here we go. Burrow. And then just a little check down to Mixon. Yeah, and just gets enough. And I was saying, these are the kind of things we're going to need to do against this team and have our playmakers make plays in the open field. Then here, perfect little arrow route there to Boyd in the flat for the first down. Dude, that's the thing. Like, the Bengals are a really good possession team. They're very good with tempo. That's something that I think the Chiefs really have struggled with in this game, especially in the second half, was just getting a tempo. They were trying too hard for home run balls, especially when they were winning. Anyway. Here's Burrow. And again, just getting into a great zone coverage receiver, beating the zone here. Good stuff. 3rd and 5. Yep, again, Boyd, who had a really good first quarter here. It's a great catch. And I love how there's just no egos on this team, man. Everybody knows they're good. Like, Boyd's like, I know I'm good. Higgins, Chase here, Higgins here. Like, they know they're, like, mixing. Like, they're all like, I'm going to get mine. You know, like, so it's like nobody's selfish. No, there's no Antonio Browns that are like, oh, I need all my catches and touches. It's never been like that for this season, and that's why I think this team's been really successful in that sense. Anyway, great blocking here from T. Higgins. Oops. Anyway, great blocking here from T. Higgins, by the way. That's a great block. Yeah, we got a really good gain out of that. Let me see. And, like, was that... And that was just a nice little rush there, too. Prince, for as much crap as I give him, good block here, man. I'll give you the credit when it's due. Akeem Adeniji, good block here as well. That's how it's done. Hopkins, good. They're tripling him. Anyway, good stuff. Good stuff from the offensive line. That's what we need. If we can get a couple of those kind of runs against that defense, you know, that'll be big. Because I think we're going to need to run the football against this team a little bit more than we did against the Chiefs. I mean the Rams. We're going to need to run the football against the Rams a lot more than against the Chiefs. Burrow. This is a great ball. And a lot of people argued this is a pass interference. I think, you know, at the time I was like, good, no call, and I still agree with that. I don't think this was pass interference. You know, people are saying because he maybe he tagged his arm a little bit here. Excuse me. And yeah, I was wishing I could turn the quality up a little bit. I mean, and the thing is, you could make the argument because, you know, he does, you know, tag him a little bit here. If they would have thrown the flag, I would have been like, okay. But I think he's playing the ball, and plus it wasn't really that catchable of a ball to begin with. I mean, maybe a little bit. I don't know. I think it's a good no call. I think the one, I don't know if it's late. I think it's later in the game that they didn't call was worse. Then they end up settling for a field goal. Oh yeah, here we go. I want to see this play. I remember this play. So you get Legatron there. Easy. Then you get Tyreek and Moshe here. I like this little bunch setup here. I really like this formation. And like I like this little route here. You got this open in the flat here, but Mahomes is thinking one-on-one all day. Cheeto's not looking for the ball. Yeah. That's ugly. But I mean, this was I think the Bengals were playing man here. Yes, they were. And Mecole Hardman's really good against a one-on-one. Jesse Bates looked like he might have been out of position. I don't know. It was hard to tell where he was on the field in the formation, but let's see if I can. Yeah, I think he's probably over here. So, whatever. It is what it is. That's a tough scene though. I was like, uh-oh. Anyway, second quarter. Man, we're only in the second quarter. I got to speed this up a little bit. Maybe not do every play. Yeah, you get a little rush here. Good. Holmes. Oh, yeah. Here, let's see this. Let's see the pass rush here. Hubbard almost gets there, But Mahomes steps up. Yeah. That's what he's going to do. And that's the thing, though, with Matt Stafford. Is Matt Stafford going to be able to make these kind of plays? I mean, maybe that one a little bit more than some of the other ones. But still, you know, Matt Stafford, when he gets pressed, he makes mistakes. We saw it in Detroit. We've seen it this year when he played for the Rams, too. We saw it in the Tampa Bay game. He made mistakes when he was pressured. Anyway. Mahomes. Yeah, and this was a nice dump here to Tyreek Hill. I mean, when you got Tyreek Hill on the linebacker, Logan Wilson here, that's an automatic. All right. Mahomes. Yeah, this is nuts. This is nuts. I remember this play. This is just great footwork from Patrick Mahomes. Gets it off. Dude. Yeah, I mean, come on, bro. Come on. How is he not dead in the water? Right here. Collapse. I mean, yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Oh, that's tough. You could have got that. Could have been a block in the back right here too. You could have thrown the flag there on that. Right here. No, he got him from the side. That's clean. That's you know. Oops. Not as big of a fan on that one, but ends up finding Kelsey for a great touchdown. That's the thing, man. Kelsey, when he sees Patrick Mahomes coming out like that, he's always in the right position on these kind of, you know, backyard football kind of plays where it's just like, we're in trouble, pitch and catch kind of thing. But, I mean, yeah, like, that's the thing with this, though, is, like, you know, is Matt Stafford going to be able to make these kind of plays on his feet in a big game like this? I mean, I know they're playing at home, but, like, I don't know. Maybe they do. We'll see. Joe Mix. Good stuff there. Oh, yeah, this was a bad drop here. Or no, he caught it. No, he didn't. Yeah. I mean, not a bad drop. That wasn't the best throw in the world, but yeah. We end up having to punt it back to him. They get a rush here with Edwards-Helaire. Oh, and just a nice pitch and catch here. Travis Kelce, man, he was such a problem for our defense. That's the thing, man. They got a lot of weapons too on the Rams. They're no, you know, spring chickens themselves. Edwards-Helaire gets a nice little run here. They ran the ball really well on us, man. I don't know why they quit. Every drive they scored on us, they were running the football significantly. Look at this. I mean, just really bad tackling here. Come on, Reader. Finish that. Come on, 93. What is that? Come on, Pratt. Okay. I mean, dude, not good. And look at that. He still gets an extra 2 or 3 yards. Like, dude, clean that up. You got 2 weeks. Clean that up. Do some pursuit drills. Do some tackling drills because you're going to need it because they got a lot of athletes. The Rams do, as we'll see in the next game. Look at this. Just a nice little dump here to get yards to McKinnon. McKinnon, man, I really liked him, man. He really had a solid year for Kansas City. He was a nice little pickup for them. Because I just don't think he was used that correctly in Minnesota. He was used more of as a power back, and I think he is powerful, but I think he's more powerful in the open field as like a receiver back. Like he's being used in Kansas City. Anyway, there's a good dump to Kelsey. And then obviously right here, Pringle walks in for the, or I'm sorry, that's not Pringle. That's Mecole Hardman who walks in for the touchdown. Who had a much better turnaround in this game than in the first game. Even though he had a good game in the first game too, he had that good long catch, but he was kind of shut down after that. Burrow obviously hit as he threw here, but gets it out, man. Burrow just got out just enough, and look at Chase, man. He's so hard to tackle. I was talking about this last week. Here's Burrow. Man, what a catch. T. Higgins. They're blitzing here. And Burrow, man, gets out of the pocket. And look at, he always is looking downfield, man. He's just got great peripherals, Joe Burrow, man. He's got great awareness. And look at this, dude. And when you know he's coming out like that, you know he's going to find somebody. Especially against zone coverage like this. You know he's going to find somebody. He's going to find somebody. That's how Joey B works. Look at him. His eyes are always downfield. Another close call on the play clock here. Nice little dump here to P. Ryan. And P. Ryan goes and makes a fantastic play here. And a great block here from Jamar Chase as well. And P. Ryan gets into the end zone for a touchdown. It's a great play, man. That was a huge spark right before halftime. And then here we go. From their own 19, the Chiefs with 56 seconds left. Here's what they do. This is a crazy drive. This was the craziest drive of the entire game. I mean, this deep ball here to Tyreek Hill out on the second down. And let me go back on this play. So Bengals are playing man coverage here. Big no-no. And on top of that, you've got the safety, I think, is who that is, manning up on Tyreek Hill. Or no, I'm sorry, you have Eli Apple. That's Eli Apple. Right here. There's a safety deep. Bengals are only rushing 3 here, too. As usual. Like they did a lot in this game. And, man, I mean, Apple just gets beat here. Bates is out of position. And this whole play sets up Kansas City at midfield. And now, Mahomes, aerial assault. Gets Hill again. And at this point, you're like, uh-oh. Bengals playing zone here. Kelsey in the middle, the zone eater. Huge stiff arm here. I mean, just great plays on there. And, man, I mean, at this point, you're like, oh, my goodness. Here they go. They're already in field goal range. You're like, it's going to be 24-10. Pringle. And then the ball there to Hill goes out of bounds. And they're like, okay, they got 10 seconds left. But the flag here on Apple is bad. This hold. Yeah, this was bad. And I think both these corners were getting grabby because there was a flag on, there was a no call on T. Higgins as well. That should have been called for the Chiefs. And now, you know, you get this flag, but also there should have been the flag on Chase in the end zone that I pointed out earlier that, you know, I was fine with the no call, but that one could have been a flag. Here, they're just like, there's 5 seconds on the clock, and my thing is like, I mean, you got time to throw it, but why are you running the ball here? Oh, wait, that's right. It's a play action. But again, okay, even if they are just running a play action, I'm sorry. I thought they were actually running it there. No, this is, yeah, that's right. This is the play action. Yeah, this is the play that they get screwed on. So anyway, this play is very important. Now I know what we're talking about here. 5 seconds on the clock. Very important. Second and goal. And so my thing is at first I thought they were running it, but they actually are doing a play action here, and they're going to dump it to Tyreek in the flat. But my question is, why are you running a play action with 5 seconds on the clock? Because you're going to take 2 seconds off the clock just faking the handoff in and of itself. So even if you don't get this, you're not setting yourself up for a field goal. On top of that, you don't have a timeout because you wasted one of your timeouts challenging the spot of a ball, which, yeah, it was an obvious bad spot, and it was worth the challenge. But the problem is that he called a timeout to determine if he should challenge and potentially waste another timeout. So he wasted a timeout to determine if he even was going to challenge it. You know what I'm saying? That's dumb, because now he has no timeouts, 5 seconds on the clock, and he decides to run a play action dump pass, and watch how it works. This was just a dumb thing too. I mean, I think he's looking for Kelsey here, and that's not open, so he has to dump to the flat here, and that gives Eli Apple enough time to make an amazing play. Just dumb by Andy Reid. If anything, do a quick pass and then kick the field goal on third down, or just, I would have been fine with him just kicking the field goal right there on second down. I mean, seriously, make it 24-10. Get points, because now you're going away empty-handed, and this completely sucked the air out of them. This sucked the air right out of Kansas City, because they thought they were going to waltz right in and get this touchdown, and they got stopped on the 1-yard line. And it was really their fault. I mean, look at where Patrick Mahomes throws this ball to begin with. He catches this on the, what is that, the 6-yard line? So they get the ball on the 1-yard line, and they're throwing it to the 6-yard line. And that gives Trey Hendrickson and Apple just enough time to come over and make the play. Really stupid from Kansas City, but a great play from Eli Apple. And that's one of those great plays that I was referring to earlier that he makes every once in a while. And he's made in this playoffs. He's been really big for us. You know, say what you want about him. He does get beat downfield every once in a while, no doubt about it. But overall, I think he's been a net positive. Even though he had a bad penalty on that drive too, he still was a net positive. He made the game-saving play. But with all the odds stacked against us, man, and you know, against the Bengals here, man, I mean, look at this. They get the ball after half, and they come out swinging. And they did start running the ball early here, but they completely abandoned it. And look at this, dude. They're getting so many yards per carry here. And then look at this. Then they start airing it out. I mean, there's a little dump pass to Pringle. Bengals are sending a blitz here. And I wonder, the Bengals really started blitzing in the second half, which was smart. The blitz started really working on him, on Patrick Mahomes. Because I don't think he was expecting to be blitzed very much, especially after the first game where he really had nothing. He had all the time in the world in the first game. Anyway, yeah, it forces a punt here, man. And the Bengals get it. Burrow. And, dude, look at this. Oh, my goodness. This is a busted coverage here from Kansas City on the zone, because all of these linebackers eat on the run. And Joe knows that. And so he's like, all right. Everybody got sucked in on the run. That leaves my guy T. Higgins wide open at the numbers for an insane grab. He had 100 yards receiving today. Just a really great game from T. Higgins. Here we go. Man coverage here. And this is what you don't want right here. But Joe looks here, and you got the man-to-man matchup here with T. Higgins, but the ball's just a little overthrown. And the safety could have gotten there as well. So, I mean, I like him trying them deep, though. Trying these corners, man. Anyway, Kansas City now on a third down. Look at this. Mahomes gets so much time here. And great coverage there from Mike Hilton, who has been phenomenal for the Bengals over the last few weeks. And this is where the coverage really picked up. I mean, look at how much better this is. Look at how much better this is. You've got the hook figured out. You got... And, I mean, that's the thing, man. Just great work. And the Bengals really did play good man coverage here, man. Short third down here. And when you can play good man coverage against the Chiefs, that gives me hope against the Rams. But, again, Kupp is just... He's a menace. Anyway. 3rd and 1. This is one of the few short and... excuse me. This is one of the few short yardage 3rd down situations we got. I mean, most of the time it was 2nd and 10, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8, 2nd and 9, 2nd and 8. Like, this is one of the few short yardage situations we got. And you got to do the QB sneak, baby. That's what I was saying. I was like, do QB sneak, QB sneak. Great stuff. Joe, man, he had a gutsy game, man. And that's what gives me hope. This dude's a warrior. How the hell does he stay up here? And yep, when that happens, it's almost guaranteed that one of these guys are going to be open. If Joe can just get that extra burst like that, it's almost a guarantee that one of these guys are going to be open. Because that's how good these receivers are. All of them. Boyd, together as a unit, I mean. Boyd, Higgins, Chase. I mean, well, Uzama got hurt in this game. So, I mean, I don't know. They're saying it's an MCL sprain. That's not an official report, so that's just a rumor. You know, it could be worse, could be better. Zach Taylor didn't give any answers about it today at the presser, so, you know, I don't know. We'll have to see. But what's up with Uzama? But even so, you know, we were able to figure it out without him. And, you know, Mixon as well is a pretty good receiver, so we'll figure it out. But great catch there from Jamar Chase. And then a little dump here to Pirine. And this is just great work from the Chiefs defense. 90 especially did a great job stopping that. And that's the thing, man. Their pass rush for the Rams is scary. And then obviously Legatron. Don't even need to show it because you know he's going to hit it. Here's a rush. That went pretty well for Kansas City. Again, the 1st and 10 runs. Both these teams love to just run it on 1st and 10. But, uh-oh, yeah, here we go. Bengals are sending 5 here. And they're manning up everybody else. And look at this. Just a great play here from 92. Gets his hands on it. Huge interception here. And helps set the Bengals up big time. Huge play. And those are the kind of plays that are going to win you the Super Bowl, man. Heads up plays. This team just has been great at getting turnovers over the past couple of weeks, which is insane because they didn't really show that very much at all in the first half of the year, but goodness, this is insane. It's mind-blowing to see how impressive this Bengals team has become over the past couple of weeks. Anyway, here you go. 1st and 10. You got man coverage, of course. But they end up running it here with Joe. And Mixon, man, he's just so good at getting extra yards. 2nd and 5. Higgins in motion. And look at that. Chase coming back to the ball here. I love this route. It's a little curl route right there. And this guy completely bites on it. Charvarius Ward. And look at this dude. Chase. The extra yards after catch are just incredible. 1st and goal. I mean, 3rd and goal. And Chase just on the hit. Yep. And you got man coverage here on the island. And I called this out when it was happening. I'm like, because look. I was like, look, they got one safety up here spying. And you're leaving Jamar Chase right here with Fenton, who Chase beat a lot in the first game. Not a great plan. Not a great plan. And Chase just He just knows as long as he can get there in position, then one of two things are going to happen. Either he's going to catch the touchdown or this guy's going to get a penalty here and they're going to have a 1st and goal. Either way, it's bad for Kansas City. So it's like when you get these man-on-man situations, especially in the goal line like this, you're kind of setting yourself up for failure as long as Joe Burrow, who is a great quarterback, can get the ball there in the vicinity, and Jamar Chase, who's a great receiver, can get himself in position. He's either going to catch the ball or they're going to have to foul, and which will end in a 1st and goal and allow the Bengals to kill more time off the clock. So it's just whatever. They chose the former and got beat. But Bengals, man, here we go. Great play call here as well. And that's the thing. I think as the Bengals get caught in so many long yardage situations that they haven't really been able to show off a lot of the short yardage play calling. And this is a great play call here. You got 11 here. I think his number is at the top of the screen here. He just runs a little arrow route here, man. Fakes the slant, little arrow. And he's wide open, especially because you're like he's gonna sink on Jamar and that's gonna leave 11 on a one-on-one with this linebacker here, who's completely out of position as it is. And that's an easy 2-point conversion, right to the flat. Great stuff. Here we go. Patrick Mahomes, 3rd down. This is a tie game, by the way. This was 21-3 was the score of this. And then this is where the Bengals pass rush. Rushing 3 here really starts to give problems. But look at this. Trey Hendrickson dives on the ground here. And look at this. Mahomes, man. He did too much dancing around here. He should have thrown this ball away. He did way too much dancing around here. And Trey Hendrickson, man, after getting knocked on the ground, comes back and makes this play, along with 92, who had a fantastic game. What's his name again? I'm sorry, I'm going to look him up. But he had a great game. Looking it up here. Yeah, B.J. Hill. I'm sorry. Yeah, B.J. Hill. B.J. Hill had a fantastic game. Shout out to B.J. Hill. Burrow here. This was the worst read of Joe Burrow's game. This was the only really bad read from Joe. You got a play action here. You've got man coverage. Joe gets flustered here by the pressure. I mean, look at all these bodies in the backfield here. And he has to get rid of this, and he forces one downfield here. And it's an easy interception. That's bad stuff, Joe. You're better off throwing that into the dirt. It looked like he might have dropped this, I remember thinking, but I'm like, there's just not enough evidence to turn that over. So, Chiefs get it at midfield. I mean, not great, but 3rd down, and I mean, the Chiefs, man, they had to deal with a lot of these 3rd down situations, man, a lot more than I thought they were wanting to, but look at this pass rush from the Bengals. If we do this against Whitworth and their offensive line, and that's, a tall task, to be fair, but if we can do that, and get this kind of pressure with Hubbard and Hendrickson like this, man, and B.J. Hill, even with just a 3-man rush like we had there, incredible. Like, we can beat the Rams if we get that kind of pressure on them. But, I mean, again, they're going to be providing that kind of pressure. They got Von Miller. They got Aaron Donald. They got a lot of dogs on their team, man. Who else they got? Well, we'll see. Here's Burrow. I mean, this is crazy. How is he not down here? How is he not down? I mean, seriously. That is insane. That is insane that he gets out of this. And then misses this. Chris Jones, one of the better defensive tackles and pass rushers in the league. And Joe, able to get away on a 3rd and 7 and make a first down here. Just incredible. Incredible. That's the stuff that's going to win you it, man. And look at this. There's nobody open. Nope. Nothing there. Nothing there. I mean, there's nothing. So you got to go. In that case, you got to make something happen. Either throw it away or do that. Here's Burrow. I mean, dude, just making dudes miss. He's so much shiftier than he gets credit for. This is scary, though. This is scary. These kind of plays are scary. And Tyrann Mathieu looked pretty frustrated there. And then you get this great ball to T. Higgins here coming right across the middle on this drive route. All day. And then great yards after catch, man. Higgins and... Oh, my goodness, man. Like, the receiving core on this team is just legit, man. There's Jamar just diving for more yards. P-Ryan. And I don't like this, though. I mean, yeah, the thing is, though, is that there's nothing open here. I mean, you could go sample here and see if he could get it. And I think that's honestly a better angle. Like watching here. Like, I think sample is probably your better bet here. But again, you know, I think Joe just like, it's an easier throw to throw here than throw a cross like that. So I think Joe just was like, I'll dump it to the running back and whatever. But whatever, yeah, they end up getting the field goal. Don't even have to show you because you know he's going to hit it. And they take the lead. And I was like, can you believe this? At this point, I was like, can you believe this? Dump here. Looks like Mecole Hardman. Kelsey, man. So good. Again. Yeah, let me see this play. Yep. This one, he just runs like a little simple post right here in the seam. Because you can see it. The Bengals are giving this up. They're giving the seam up big time here. And they're manning up. Bengals put a lot of man coverage in this game. Because I think they realized they were finding some success with it. I'd love to see them continue that. But again, Cooper Kupp, that's tough. But look at this. Kelsey's wide open here. Apple's out of position here. Again, though, I don't think that's really his zone. I mean, the linebacker maybe should have been there, but it's just a nice little pocket right there for him to sit in. Because, I mean, neither guy could have really got there. Mecole Hardman. Kinnan. But yeah, I mean, exciting. Really exciting. And back to this though. Here's Patrick Mahomes. And that's the thing, man. It seemed like he had to make a lot more plays on his feet here. And his O-line did a pretty decent job, but I mean, especially in the first half, the offensive line did a really good job in this game. Honestly, total. Look at this. Look at how much of a hustle this was for Trey Hendrickson. I mean, watch Hendrickson here, man. Like this whole play, he's here and he's trying to see where he's going. He's on the total opposite side of the field, And then as soon as he sees Mahomes booting back over, he starts trying to take an angle. And he should have probably ran this towards the... I think he got sucked a little bit too far downfield here. Hendrickson. He should have cut this angle off. Like, I would have, you know, obviously he's in the heat of the moment. He's not thinking about it. He's just like, I got to get this guy, so he's not really plotting the angles. But if I was doing this, I would have went right here, cut him off right at the 20. Because I think he tries to go too deep on him, and that allows Mahomes to get the edge. But he's just, that's close. Just great stuff. And Mahomes able to dive for yards, too, which was crazy. It's great athleticism, man. You're not going to see that stuff, though, but again, you're not going to see this kind of play. This kind of play will not happen with Matt Stafford. We won't have to worry about this. That's the good news. Like this kind of stuff, Matt Stafford would be down right here. There would be none of this. Like, none of this. Especially not this. He'd be down right here, if anything. None of this would happen. Or he'd be down right here. You know, like, none of this would happen, is my point, with Matt Stafford. He's not, and he's definitely not going to make a dive like this. Matt Stafford is not going to make a dive like that. That's not going to happen. So, you know what? I like our chances just because of that kind of stuff. And Kansas City's offense is better than their offense, in my opinion. I don't know if stats, you know, agree with that or not, and if people have some they want to provide, I'd love to see it, but they got this first down, by the way. Oh, yeah. And here's a play action. This is good coverage here from Mike Hilton. And then DJ Reader gets loose, able to give pressure, which sucks him back in. And then great play here by Sam Hubbard. Shout out to Sam Hubbard. Great kid. And had a great game. Had a great 2 plays here. I mean, the pass rush, man, really stepped up. It's funny they have Hubbard playing coverage because he used to play safety in high school. It's not a horrible idea to have him drop out there and, you know, the flat or in the hook and just guard like that and be almost a decoy pass rusher every once in a while. But then he starts coming in because he sees Mahomes is just standing back here doing nothing. Because he's pretty much the spy on Mahomes here. And as soon as he sees Mahomes is dancing around again, he starts coming in here and causing a fit and causes a fumble. Oh, this could have... I thought the game was over here. But luckily, 62 comes out here and makes a great play and recovers this fumble. But, man, that's crazy. It really be like that, though. Really be like that. Sam Hubbard, great play. But they have enough time to kick the field goal here, which they do. Overtime. They get the coin toss, which everybody's like, we're screwed. And I was like, this is not good. And by the way, my cousin, sorry, Trent, I got to expose you like this. And now he wasn't the only one that was saying this. A lot of people were saying on this drive, the Bengals should have let Kansas City score with 2 minutes. When Kansas City had the ball with when did they get the ball on this drive? Let me go back here. When did they get the ball? This whole drive down the field here, they should have... He said... Basically, my cousin was arguing at this point in time, about 2 minutes left in the game, he was arguing that the Bengals should let Kansas City score so that they can get enough time for Joe Burrow to run a 2-minute drill to then come down the field and score. And I was like, dude, no. And he wasn't the only one saying this. A lot of people online were saying this as well. And I think this is an absolutely terrible idea. And that is because, you know, you never want to give up points. In any scenario, in any game, you never want to sacrifice points. You know, especially when you have the lead. Especially when you're winning the game. You don't want to give them the lead. And then have to march down the field 80 yards on on their home turf. Bad idea. Play them out. Make them earn the points. If anything, make them tie the game. Force a field goal. That's what I was saying. I'm like, at least force a field goal, because then we can march down the field and then we score. But, like, why give up a touchdown and then make it where we have to score? You know? And that's the thing. It's just like, you let them waltz in there. You're playing with your back against the wall. Why? When you're in a position of power, let your defense play defense. And that's what they did, man. They made some great plays here in the pass rush and were able to force overtime. So, yeah, lesson to be learned. Don't ever sacrifice points just to get the ball back, to get more points. Stop them. Play defense. And that's what the Bengals did, and that's why they won this football game. If they would have given up a touchdown here and went into a last-minute shootout with a team that just won a last-minute shootout a week ago, you're going to lose. But, man, overtime, you're giving them the ball here. And this, man, this play right here, 3rd and long. Bengals are playing a zone blitz here. Trying to contain Mahomes here, too. And they get a deep ball here because he's looking for Tyreek Hill in between here. But look at this. Great play from Jesse Bates, who comes over, the safety, who comes over on this play and makes an absolutely fantastic play on the ball here. Allows the ball to hit Tyreek Hill's hands and then punches it out. And Von Bell is right there to intercept the ball. And just like that, the Bengals, I'm like, oh my goodness. And this could arguably been a horse collar tackle or a face mask, but whatever. It's the Chiefs. It is what it is. Then you get a one-on-one here situation with Higgins as well, who just exploits Fenton. Fenton had a rough evening. Then, of course, nice little draw play here. And then a play action. And I love how methodical these drives were, man. I mean, and that's the thing. The Bengals were, and like I said, I thought they should have went all-out aerial assault on this team, and they didn't really. They played very conservative in this game, in their play calling. But, and I do like how they did respect the run, but I do think they should have mixed up the run game a little bit. There was too many running on 1st down and 10, and then getting us in long situations. I think, mixing it up a little bit, maybe doing a little bit of short passing game on 1st down and then running the ball on a 2nd down or a 3rd and short would have been smart, but, and that's something we can obviously clean up in a couple weeks, but these kind of one-on-one matchups are always going to be open. Always. And I guarantee you the Rams are going to play a lot of man coverage. And we'll see it, obviously, in the next game if we ever get there. Yeah, because it's taking a while. But look at this. Joe Mixon. There we go. There we go. Now we're back. All right, we good. I apologize. Internet bugged out there for a second. Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled programming. Man, I mean, but anyway, great work here from the Bengals. Sets up the 3rd down field goal. Legatron, easy. Super Bowl. Can't believe it. So even right now, I can't believe it. I can't believe this team is in the Super Bowl. It's unbelievable to me. And if you go back to one of the first videos I made talking about this season, and talking about how the Bengals just, I wasn't buying them as a contender this season. I wasn't buying them as any of this. And, I was like, basically that I was buying them more as a long-term, option to be successful. But there was no way this year that we were going to be any good, and saying a lot of that stuff and saying how we needed to set play action and a lot of stuff, which I do agree with, and I still think we have done a lot better job running the football and doing a better job of distributing the run and pass, but I think my arguments were valid at the time, but I'm happy to be wrong. I'm very happy to be wrong about that. I'm very happy to be wrong that the Bengals proved me wrong. They have been fantastic this year, man, and exciting team to watch, and it's crazy. It's crazy to even think that this is the Cincinnati Bengals. I mean, this doesn't look like the Bengals. They don't play like the Bengals, but they are the Bengals. They're the hometown team, man. They're the heroes, and they've been killing it, and I'm very happy for them. I'm very happy for this franchise, man, to be back in the Super Bowl since what was it, 1980-something, 1988-89 season was what it was the last time they were in the Super Bowl. And, I mean, I'm very happy for this team. And like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of Zach Taylor, even to this day. And I think there was a lot of mistakes he made in this game. But overall, I think he did a really good job of controlling the pace of this game and relying on the run. But at the same time, I wish he would have tried him deep a little bit more and tried the corners a little bit more and really let the receivers get out in open field. I think that's something that they really need to try doing in the next couple of games. But Bengals, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. And this city is just really excited. It's exciting. It's a dream come true for a lot of fans, and it was really surreal and unbelievable, because I mean, I've been going to Bengals games since I was a kid, and they've just had such a long history of losing, and I remember going to so many games with empty stadiums and getting cheap tickets and all that, and I think if this team keeps playing like this, those days will be a thing of the past, and this team will be a hot commodity, very much like Kansas City and some of these other teams. But again, it's just it's just really exciting, and I'm very happy for the team. I'm very happy for the fans. A lot of the diehard Bengals fans that have been jawing and waiting for this forever. Because to be fair, I'm an Eagles fan. I know the hysteria and excitement of winning the first Super Bowl, and obviously I'm a Bengals fan too. So like, I'm excited that I get to feel that feeling all over again. But I'm looking at it more objectively and saying that we're not there yet, and we got to win one more game. And this team is very tough. This Rams team, as we're about to see, they're very tough. They have a really good defense. But again, I think there is holes and things we can poke through to beat this team. And San Francisco had a pretty good template here defensively at times, even though, as we'll talk about. But let's go into this, though, and we'll run through this game. The NFC Championship game. A rematch of the ages. Sean McVay, 0-6 against the 49ers going into this? Yeah, man. The last game was an overtime war. This one at the field of the Super Bowl. And 3rd and 7 here is the first play we're going to see in the highlights. And look at this, man. Of course, Kupp is just going to eat linebackers up for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Even a good linebacker like 54. Who is that? Is that Melvin Ingram, I think? Or is he on a different team? No, he plays for the Chiefs. Anyway. Good play action here. And dump to Higbee, who ends up getting hurt in this game, by the way. Higbee did have a good year. Was this the play he got hurt on? I don't know. No, it's not. But he did get pretty banged up in this game. And then here we go again. Finding OBJ in man coverage all day. OBJ, man, he is going to be a tough third option. And that's the thing, man. This team is a loaded receiving core, too. Jefferson's had a really good year for them. Cooper Kupp is obviously the best receiver in football, arguably. And then you have OBJ, who is your third option. And he's pretty, good, too. So Higbee, though, he's pretty hurt. So I don't know if he'll be playing. So I think it'll be but whoever stepped in for Higbee, well, I think it's like Slanton or something. I forget his name. He's pretty good, too, though. I really thought he had a good game. Kupp's covered here, and they still get him anyway, but it tips up, and it's intercepted. These are the kind of plays that we're going to need to do. Make him force it to Kupp. And that's the thing. I think we should really play a lot of man coverage on Kupp like this. But the thing is if we do that and he tries us deep, it's going to get ugly. So that's the conundrum you get into with Cooper Kupp for the Bengals offense. But great play on the ball here by the Niners. And I thought he was going to take this back. Great play. Stafford, yeah, he's like, I think we had a little bit of a miscommunication there or something. I don't know. I think he was just trying to force it, and there was a great play on the ball and great defense. 49ers defense keeping a minute. What else is new? But here's a nice little post route here from Brandon Ayuk that gets the first down right in the zone. That's how you do it right there, man. Glad to see him back in the lineup for them. He's a good weapon. Jimmy G. That's the thing, man. Rams' open field tackling was not that impressive to me. In this game, at least. And that's something the Bengals will easily exploit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't like that read, Jimmy G. Don't like that read at all. Look at this. He's throwing it right into double coverage here. And yet, because look. Oh, I'm trying to point with my real finger. This linebacker here, he looks at Jimmy G. He's reading Jimmy G, and he sees that this ball's going right here, and boom, he just makes a play on it. It's great work. And that's the kind of stuff that's that's gonna scare you. But I mean, I don't think Joe Burrow would make a read like that. I mean, that was forcing it big time. But again, these guys do come alive in zone coverage, I feel like. And that's what makes me interested. How much man, how much zone are the Rams going to play? Anyway, you get a punt here. And then they're up their own buns here. And they end up getting a good rush. What's this one? There's a miscommunication there on 3rd and short. I think they were looking for a holding call there. Maybe. You got a sweep there. And their run game is pretty okay. That's something I think we're going to struggle with too. We got to stop their run. The Rams. They have a good run game. Here's Akers again. Gotta make him fumble like he did again last week against Tampa Bay. Yeah, this guy right here, this backup tight end was pretty good for them, 86. He had a pretty good game. I think he's somebody that we shouldn't sleep on. Blanton, that's his name. Yeah, he's pretty good. Okay, yeah, here's Nick Bosa just completely blowing this play up. You got OBJ sealing another. Okay, again, I complained about this with Tyler Boyd blocking a defensive end for Tennessee. They do a similar kind of play call here, McVay does, with OBJ, and he's trying to have OBJ block down on Nick Bosa here. Only OBJ's supposed to seal this off so that the ball comes here. So he's supposed to he's supposed to be lined up with Bosa's numbers here instead of being on the side of his shoulder pads because the ball's coming here. His butt should be to the running back here. And as you can see, he gets blown up because he's in no strength or position to be pushing Nick Bosa anywhere, and that completely destroys this run play. Yeah, just a dumb play design, honestly, in my opinion. Here, Stafford. Man, these screens with Cooper Kupp are scary too. Even though, they are, because he's shifty. Even though this, doesn't really go for too much, it's still something that I think they could get a lot of chunk yardage off of if, the Bengals are caught slipping. Here we go. You got trips over here. Man coverage. Cooper Kupp all day. Yikes. I don't know, man. Here's some cover 2 zone. I'm sorry, they're manning up again. Huge sack here, though, from Niners defense. 3rd and long. And that's the thing, man. If we can get after him, make him panic. But look at this. Oh, man. Let's see this play. Zone coverage here from the Niners, and boom. 3 needed to get over. He was a little late on that. Cooper Kupp touchdown. That stuff is going to kill us, man. That's going to kill the Bengals. Here we go. Jimmy G, and he sees a one-on-one here he likes. And Ayuk gets a great catch here. Stays in bounds. Bro. Right here. Give us this. Give us this with T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, even Tyler Boyd all day long. Bruh. That's a nice ball from Jimmy G, though. For as much as people like to hate on him, and we'll have some hate to throw his way for sure. But that was a really nice ball. Here's a little screen to Debo. This is what you want right here, getting Debo out in open space like this. And, man, all the way. All the way. All the way in for a touchdown. And at this point, you're like, man, 49ers looking tough. Stafford. I mean, dude, like, that's the thing, man. This team does look beatable, man. They do. They do. The Rams. I'm not that scared of them. Nice rush here from Akers. Got to stop that stuff. Kupp here. Yep. All day. Man, he's such a problem. He's going to be a problem. Could hit Blanton here, but look at this. He sees a one-on-one with the corner. And nope. And that makes him have to kick a field goal, which they miss. Then here's George Kittle. Doing what he does best, just exploiting a corner. And here's Jimmy G. Just hits the easy check down. I mean, bro, you hit this pass all day long. Even though they don't get too much out of it. I mean, they got a pretty decent amount. Here you go. Nice ball there on the post. Ayuk had a pretty good game on those deep balls, man. He did. And that's the thing. If we can just find success, watch Ayuk. Watch some of this film and watch what they did. This Rams team is beatable. They are. They're very beatable, in my opinion. They're a good team, though. They're a good team. And if they get hot and they get on a roll, we could be in big trouble. But I don't know, man. Here's Jimmy G. And they have to get a field goal. Halftime. And at this point, you're like, okay, San Fran's got a nice thing going here. They get no, that's not Kittle. That's just a running back. Nothing there. Here is Stafford. Uh-oh, careful. OBJ, nice grab there. Zone coverage here. It's a cover 3 zone, it looks like. OBJ eats it up. OBJ, man, I don't like this receiving core, man. They're scary. But again, they're not. I mean, but last week's was no spring. You know, the Chiefs had. You know, you could argue have a better receiving core than this, especially without Higbee. Even though this guy, Blanton, had a good game. Okay, here you go. 4th down and 1. So they're sending Blanton in motion, and they're just going to do a QB sneak here. And I think they get it. I don't know. I don't remember. No, that's right. They don't. It's short. Yep. And it didn't look like it was in. I remember I was like, that's short. Yep. Because you can see the ball right here. The ball is short. Right there, you can see. So, yeah. No, didn't get it. And that's huge because at this point you're like, man, not good for the Rams. And this is smart. They're like, we're just going to run the football. You got man coverage here. Ayuk. Dude, you can see T. Higgins making a play like this all day on them. Here's Ayuk again on a screen. Good block here from Trent Williams. Good block here. Able to go for good yards. Here we go. Zone coverage here. And boom, Jennings. Here's Jimmy. And boom, finds George Kittle. Wait a minute. Hang on. Let me see this. What are they playing here? They're just playing quarters, it looks like. Or no, they're manning up. What is this? What are they playing? Are they playing cover 3 zone? Yeah, they are. I'm sorry. They're playing cover 3 zone 1, 2. What? I don't know what the hell. They got 8 and up, though. But, yeah. I mean, just eat them up downfield, man. That's what the Bengals need to do, is eat them up downfield. They give up yards. And that's the thing, man. I think the Bengals have a much better receiving core than the 49ers do. I mean, the 49ers have, Debo, Ayuk, and Kittle, and Bengals got, like, a lot of good guys. Boyd, Higgins, Jamar Chase, maybe C.J. Uzama. There's Kupp getting a good catch. Blanton again. Yeah, let's see this play right here. Here you got trips here in a bunch. Zone coverage. And Cooper Kupp. Or I'm sorry, they're manning up. I'm sorry. I'm skipping through this fast. I'm not even looking at what they're playing. Yeah, they're playing man here. Because he's taking him. And Kupp just slips right behind 24 here. Dude. He's nasty. Nice ball there. Nice ball there. Debo, getting him involved in the run game. I love how they do that. I think that's smart. 3rd and 2 here. They give it to Kyle Juszczyk, and it just gets blown up. Oh, wait, here. Yeah. This is bad. Let me see this play for a second. Looks like they're playing cover 2. And look at this. Stafford, he gets all day to make a throw here. And look where he goes. Oh, my. Oh, my. And look at this dude. How do you drop that ball? And, I mean, they're rushing 4 here. That's... Dude, I mean, I know the 49ers have a really good pass rush, but if the Bengals can do that and cause this kind of play, like, look at this. How do you drop that, though, for real? Damn, they even gave him, like, the triple extra replay just to dunk on him. What a bad drop, though. That is horrible. OBJ gets... There's OBJ again. OBJ, first, I think this was his first game since like 2019 to have over 100 yards receiving. So shout out to you, OBJ. And they get the field goal to tie the game. So it's 17-17. And yeah, this is crazy, man. This was a crazy game. And the thing was that this wasn't even as dramatic as the other games, even last weekend's games. But yeah, I mean, exciting stuff. Exciting times we're in. Anyway, they get a false start there or whatever. Or it's a delay of game. Or no, it was a fault. Who cares? Incompletion. Rams get it back. They start chunking down the field here. I want to start moving through this a little bit. Actually, let me see this completion to Cooper Kupp. I mean, look at this. He just torches this dude on a one-on-one here. That's a great ball, too. Damn. That stuff's going to hurt us. 30 seconds. Oops. Look at this, Matt Stafford. Great pass rush here and almost forces this ball out. Great. And that's the thing. Mahomes would have made a play on that. Or, you know, somebody else. But Stafford can't do that kind of stuff. If we get to him, we get to him. And then he ends up giving it to Cooper Kupp here. And he's going to be tough, man. He's going to be tough. And ends up setting up the fourth down, 30-yarder. Give them the lead. So then you're like, okay, Jimmy G, 2-minute drill. This is where Jimmy G determines if he is a elite quarterback or not. What does Jimmy G do with the spotlight on? You've got zone coverage downfield here. Or I'm sorry, you've got zone coverage downfield. Aaron Donald gets there. I mean, look at this though. They're sending 5. Aaron Donald gets there. And Jimmy G just has to chuck this thing up because he doesn't want to take a sack and lose time or yards because they only have one timeout. And he ends up flipping it up to 23, who tips it up, and then it's intercepted. And let's take a look at this on the slow-mo here real quick. Yeah, man, the pressure here gets to him big time. You got Von Miller. Donald here, Leonard Floyd, who's another great pass rusher. Yeah, man, this is going to be very problematic. Bengals offensive line are going to have their work cut out for him, man. And this is a horrible ball, Jimmy. I mean, who would have thought that would have happened like that? But at the same time, bro, this may be his final play as a 49er. What a way to go out. I'll tell you what, that's a shame. But the Rams are going to the Super Bowl. Yeah, it'll be interesting, man. This matchup will be interesting, to say the least, man. I don't know what to think. I really don't. I don't know what to think. But yeah, I'll definitely do a preview or some sort of thing, before the Super Bowl. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know if you guys like me doing these kind of film breakdowns. I like doing them. I think they're fun. And maybe I could figure out a way to do them in a lot quicker time. Maybe just, pick a few select plays and do it like that. I don't know. But, yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. And thanks for checking out another film breakdown. And much more TJ Pod Live to come. Top 10 movies list is coming. Other stuff as well. Obviously, I'll be doing stuff for the Super Bowl. I might even do some other stuff, too, that I'm thinking about for the Super Bowl. So thanks for watching, everybody, and hooday, go Rams for Rams fans. And yeah, Super Bowl 56 should be a barn burner, man, in LA. It's pretty much a home game for the Rams. So yeah, I'm Bengals got nothing to lose. They've been through the ringer at this point. Now it's just You got one game, you got 4 quarters, win the Super Bowl, man. It's crazy to even say that. I'm so happy for this team, so happy for the fan base, so happy for everything, and yeah, who day. And but yeah, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and much more to come.